please. Hold, 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 please.
Hello, babes. Welcome back to my channel. This is BrownGirlBella, where we give you luxury beauty news, reviews, and so much more. Today, we are bringing back an old favorite. On Mondays, McGrath, because ladies and gentlemen, Pat McGrath was in the building on Friday. When I tell you she had us all captivated for at least an hour, I'm thinking it was more, with how she shut the runway down and had all of the most popular and revered fashion magazines, beauty magazines, and the like, just buzzing off of the look that she did at the Maison Margiela runway. Now, in case you were under a rock, we're going to break it down. I'm going to show it to you, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of what she told us and how you might want to make sure that you are tuned in to what Pat McGrath is doing, especially if you want to find out how you can do this look yourself. So, as I said, she recently, Friday, went on YouTube Live. I'm sorry, Instagram Live, not YouTube, Instagram Live, and broke it down for us, showed us a few models and how she actually achieved the look on the skin. So let me just show you a little snippet of it to kind of get you going as to what happened and what it looks like, because I would never be able to do this whole thing justice. So I'm going to show you two of the models and what they look like. Okay, so those are the two models that she did. I'm going to actually show you one more thing that's actually on her website. So let me show you that. Let me share that with you. So this is just a little snapshot of the 𝕊𝕦𝕡𝕟𝕟𝕜 collection that she premiered this look with. Now they're calling it a few things. They're calling it the porcelain doll look. They're calling it the glass look. They're calling it revolutionary is actually what they're calling it. But I want to share with you what Pat and her team shared with us on Friday about this look. Now, first of all, the look is shown here. You see the model like ripping it off. That is because they applied glue to this look as well. So from the notes that I took, I'm going to read you directly from my little notes. They had developed a glue-based glow product to make sure that the skin lasts throughout the runway show. They only used a little bit of blurring eye powder because they wanted this look to really be glowy. You will see in these looks how they're peeling it off. They actually created like a concoction using skin masks that we use. They took all of the juices from those masks to create it, mixed it in with the theatrical glue that they can use, and they used like 7 layers of this paste that they made, and it was very like goopy. It looked almost like soup as they were scooping it out, and they scooped it out with like a spoon, but some of them did use a spatula to get the product out. I am telling you, babes, this was incredible to see. Just incredible to see. Hi, Pierre. Thank you for coming. Welcome in. And of course, my Miss Yo-Yo, thank you for coming in. Hey, Burns, welcome. Only a few people. That's okay, because let me tell you something. This was so captivating to me, and this was so awe-inspiring to me, because who would have thought to put this together like they did to create what they created? I'm going to show it to you again because I was floored. So let me show you again this look. And I mean, it had everyone talking, as you can see, all these clips of all of these different magazines just raving about this. So they also used a airbrush to get the makeup on. So you'll see the airbrush there. And every time they did a layer of that paste with the skin mask, they would use a blow dryer in between. So that made almost like a mask within a mask. So for some, they use 6 to 7 layers. Some they may have used even more. So I was floored, as I keep saying, about this look, and I really wanted to duplicate the look myself. But again, I'm not going to walk out of the house like this. So I decided to make my own kind of glowiness that was that was wearable, that was something that could easily translate into an everyday look. So I'm going to show you how I did that. My face is clear. I don't have anything on my face except for my skincare. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting together my look. So hang on just one second because I need to grab something. Okay, babes, I am back. So let me just share with you how I did this look. So I started off with my foundation, and because I'm kind of in between shades, I'm actually going to use both shades that I have, which is Deep Medium 23 and Deep Medium or Medium 21. So we are going to put that together. And before I put it on my face, I am going to use Pat McGrath's Extreme Highlighter Balm Duo. This is in the shade Cyber Orchid, but really you can use whatever you have of hers. And I'm going to put this all over the face. So this is the clear side that I'm using. And I am going to be very liberal in swirling this all over the face. So this is what I use to kind of get the same glow effect, but make it very wearable for outside use. So once I had that on kind of liberally all over the face, then I went back with my foundation. Excuse me. I went back with my foundation brush with the foundation on, and I started to smooth this all over the face. So this will give me that glowy base that I like and kind of mimics the style that we have here. Because they use theatrical glue and facial masks, that is the reason why they're able to pull it off, which I think is so satisfying. Like after they pull it off, to kind of finish the look, it's almost like you're taking it off and you're just enjoying the process. Oh, here, let me take it off. So his face. Hi, Slasher Chick. Welcome in. Now you see me, right? Okay. So I just use the glowy side or the clear side of my balm stick. And that's what I use to kind of get the same look, but make it more wearable for a everyday or a special occasion look. I do want to say that Pat McGrath is developing a mask that is going to be more wearable for the everyday woman, and it's coming out soon. I don't know when, but she hinted that it's going to be soon. So I would suspect that it's going to be rolling out fairly soon. Does it have SPF in it? I don't know if her version will have SPF in it. This balm stick, sorry, does not have SPF, but I did put my own sunscreen on before I started this look. So you can use your own sunscreen. I would suggest something clear so that when you put the balm stick on, it doesn't interfere with a chemical sunscreen. So something that won't leave a white cast on your face, put it all over, and then begin this look. Now, if you want, you can go back in and do your bronzer using a stick. Oh, no problem. Yes, I really want to emphasize the use of sunscreen. You absolutely need to use sunscreen when you are doing any look because you need to protect your skin from the sun. Doesn't matter what color you are, we all need sunscreen. The sun does not discriminate. I'm going to tell you that for sure. If there's one thing I know for sure is that Mr. Sun does not have any discriminating qualities. It will burn me and it will burn you. So when I did this last time, I did all of my bronzer, my blush and everything before I started the look. But I wanted to show you that you can actually do it afterwards as well. So there's the bronzer. I'm going to put on a blush stick too. I would recommend using all cream or sticks like this because, again, you are working with your skin and its glowiness. And you don't have to use Pat McGrath either. There are lots of glow sticks in the drugstore. They have like a lot of different kind of primers that have that kind of glow effect as well. So, you're not beholden to just using Pat McGrath. Of course, today is on Monday we McGrath. So of course I'm going to bring out Mother Pat, but you can use this with any product. And see, even with it on top, the glow still stays. It's still there. Now to put on my I am going to use a little bit of concealer because y'all know I have a lot of creasing that I need to correct. Let me grab a brush and then I just smooth the concealer all across the eye. I didn't use any concealer under here, but I can pop that on as well, and it will not disturb what we did to make this glow, this balm. And I believe even e.l.f. has a balm stick that is comparable. So, like I said, you're not into just using Pat McGrath. You can use whatever balm stick you prefer. Oops. There we go. Okay. So now that we have that on, we can begin with our eye look. And I am going to use a Pat McGrath. This is the Mothership eyeshadow palette. I forgot what the name of this is. Oh, Rose Decadence. It's on the back. So this is Rose Decadence. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Got lots to play with there. And of course, I'm going to start with the lightest matte. This one right here, which is Peach Dust. I'll use a rougher number 16 brush. Get a little bit there. And then we're just going to add this to the socket or the crease. And then go slightly above that. So what I also loved about this look that she did was that anyone it can do it. It's very, very user friendly. Again, we're not going on runway shows, so we're not going to use 7 layers like her and her artistry team did, but you can use whatever you have to make this look. You can customize it. So, maybe you don't want it as glowy as what I have going on here. Maybe you want to subdue it a little bit. I love the customization part of this because sometimes, when you're going out, maybe it's a special occasion, you want to really look your best. And sometimes, you want to dip into something new or something trending to enhance your look. I love that this was so easy to do. It took me less than 15 minutes to put it all together. And so that is appealing to me because, sometimes we don't have a lot of time to put our looks together. You want something that you can do fairly quickly and get out the door. I just used a little bit of this shade down here, and that one is called it's a fuchsia flame. Nope, that's not fuchsia flame. That is hedonistic rose. So that's what this is down here, hedonistic rose. This was a good palette. I slept on this. I bought it when it first came out, and I think I used it maybe 3 times and then tucked it away. I don't know why I did that, but I tucked it away. And when I was looking for Valentine's themed makeup, I almost didn't even pick this up. And then I did another pass of all of my eyeshadows and I found it and I fell in love. I was like, okay, we're using this. We're breaking this out. So I think this is the perfect time to break it out and share with everybody. Okay, 2 mattes down. Beautiful. Very, very easy to use. Thank you. Hey, Jamie, welcome in. Lynn, welcome in. All right, we're going to now use Fuchsia Flame. And we're going to put that all over the lid. And another thing that I found from the makeup tutorial that Pat did, or master class, I should say, that Pat and her team did on Friday, was that you don't have to use an airbrush to get the look on, but it is recommended that you use it when you're doing their technique, because their technique that they're using, it's going to potentially disturb what you're doing if you put your makeup on the regular way without using an airbrush machine. I don't know if that's necessarily true, especially if you're doing a lighter version of this. I don't know if you necessarily need to use an air machine in order to get your look on. I think you can do it without it, but we'll see. I'll have to break out. I don't even know if I still have it. I might have thrown mine away because I don't usually airbrush my makeup on. And I had one when they kind of first came out. I don't even know if I still have that. Hello. Hello, hello. The names sound fancy. Yeah, I mean, it's Pat McGrath. So she really loves her names. She loves giving us a flair for the dramatic. More layers onto the eye. I want it to be really pronounced because this fuchsia flame that I'm putting on here has like a really nice reflect when it hits the light. I love it. I don't know if you can see it, but I love it. All right, I'm going to wipe off that brush because I do want to go back in with the second kind of pinky metallic flip in there and then put that in the inner. I have been loving doing that lately. So the brush that I'm using was the Refer number 2, in case you are following along. And we're going to use Pink Champagne now, this color here, as our final color for the lids. And I'm going to start to place that. Oh, got a little fallout there. And we're going to put that right in the inner corner and bring it upwards. And I love to put on my inner corner eyeshadow with this brush because it goes on so thick and perfect. And then if I need to just blend it in, I can just use the side of the brush to blend in those corners so it's not so harsh. And like I said, it really does a good job of blending nicely into the rest of the eye. Let's do the other side. And then I've been finding myself doing the whole top of my eye first and then going back and doing the lower lash line. One other thing I love about this, when it is shiny like this and you're using the balm, if you have any fallout, boom, it goes right away. It's like the best thing ever. It goes right away when I tap it. So that's one of the best things that I like about it. Okay, I'm gonna grab my concealer brush and we're just going to dream. It's going to start to just smooth underneath the eyelid. I think I am gonna put some concealer on. Her whole masterclass took about an hour to complete. I was so enthralled throughout the entire process. Oops, I don't have any more Pat McGrath concealer. Ooh, I have to use House Labs today. I'm gonna have to dip out of Pat. It took about maybe an hour and a half, I would say. I was enthralled the whole time, and I had things to do. I was supposed to go out, and I actually was running late, but I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave. It was like I was transfixed to my computer, watching and listening to Pat McGrath explain her process. And, I probably am not even doing it justice, but suffice it to say, I think that this is going to be one of the best looks for the summer. She used also distilled water to make this mask that can come off. She used a little bit of her own under eye blurring powder for the whole look, just in certain places where she thought she might need a little bit of powder. So this look also does not have a whole lot of powder to set this look, to fix anything on the face. It was all just this blue-based glow product. And it lasts throughout the entire runway show. They used her Divine Skin 001, which is a essence. I actually have it. So let me show you. So this is her Divine Skin 001 by Pat McGrath. I keep it in my skincare fridge. As you can see, there's a lot of goodness in here. There's like this little white foam you see, and then the rose essence. And what you do is you just shake it up like so, and then it becomes a milky consistency. That's what they use to prep the skin before they started with this glue-based glow product. And I'm going to tell you, I loved this essence. I still do it. It's still one that I have in my routine. And before I came on here, I had prepped my own skin with it. It's just so refreshing to the skin. It's like, it's like opening up your pores and just pouring water into your pores. It's just that good. And then after they primed it with the Skin Glow, then they started with finishing up the look. So they use a lot of face masks with this as well. So I'm wondering if Pat McGrath is going to come out with her own face mask. That would be epic. That would absolutely be epic if she came out with her own facial mask product. But she said she used several of the sheet masks and took the essence from the sheet mask to create this concoction that she put on the models. And then she also put a little bit around the mouth, a little extra glue around the mouth area and around the nose area, so that when the models walked, it was almost like they couldn't speak or have any expression on their face. So as you know, this is also called the porcelain doll look. And if you look at porcelain dolls, they also have that very kind of severe look to them around the nose and the mouth. It's very sharp and very distinct. And that was a conscious choice of Pat and her team to do it that way so that you really get that doll-like experience. I thought that was just genius. And as she and her team was explaining that, I got it. I instantly got it. I was like, okay, this woman has thought of every aspect of how to get this look together. And I thought that was just genius. Who thinks of that? Someone who studied her craft. Okay, we're back. Yes, Nicole, glue. So this is not your Elmer glue. This is not, glue that you can find at local, Staples or something like that. This is theatrical glue that they used. And they use it strategically to not only set this look in place when they're using the facial mask, but also I was sharing with everyone the after process where the models are literally like peeling off the glowy part of the face. And that was, enhanced by having that glue product. So they were able to really take it off rather quickly after the runway show was done. Genius. Genius. All right, let me look at my notes and see if there's anything that I failed to mention to you all in describing this look. So, golden tips for this: theatrical powder, theatrical glue, the total process between an hour and an hour and a half to 2 hours. The layers can go from a few layers to, for the runway, they used up to like 10 different layers. And in between each layer, they used a blow dryer, and the blow dryer is on medium to low heat. We don't want it too hot because you don't want to, one, burn the model's skin, and you also don't want to disturb what it is that you're doing with that harsh heat. So low to medium heat, blowing it in between the layers of the glue slash facial mask concoction. It's going to be very soupy when you do it. And it also is, as you're putting it on, it's like putting on that facial mask, right? When you put a sheet mask on your face and you first put it on, how it feels, that's what that process kind of looked like to me. Yeah, it is amazing. Hi, Nicole. Welcome in. It is amazing. I am so excited about the potential to have this available to customers. So she kind of hinted that, this is coming fairly soon. So I think it is going to be really soon that we will have an opportunity to buy this. I'm going to just put some mascara primer on before my mascara application. And I think that this is going to be something that those in the makeup and beauty community, we are going to clamor for this. I know I am. Just to see how it would feel to have that kind of mask on and have that glow mimicked like what Pat McGrath did on the runway for 𝕊𝕦𝕡𝕟𝕟𝕜𝕤. And I'm going to tell you, even doing this, I feel like I got close to Pat McGrath's son, I think. Not too far from what she did, but again, I'm just using some 𝕊𝕦𝕢 mascara versus my Pat McGrath. I have my Pat McGrath mascara in full size, but I don't want to use it yet because I have all of these open ones that I kind of want to use up first before I go into my others. So I'm just, finishing up these, and I think by next month, I'll be ready to dive into some others and open those up. Right? That's it. That's it. Those really severe eyebrows that I am praying does not become a fashion statement again, because I'm not shaving my eyebrows. I'm not giving up my eyebrows. I finally got them exactly how and where I want them. So I'm not changing that for anybody. Not even mother. Yes, not even mother. I'm not changing them. So I saw it on the runway. I saw a lot of people using it, and I see a lot of celebrities adopting this now. And so my thing is, you're not catching me out there with the real thin, skinny. I'm not going out. I'm not going out like that. No. But I do, enjoy seeing it on the runway. I enjoy, that kind of severe editorial look, especially when it's enhancing the show. I think the whole show, the 𝕊𝕦𝕡𝕟𝕟𝕜𝕤 show, gave you that porcelain doll, gave you that Elizabethan era kind of look and feel to it. And with all these shows coming out, we got Bridgerton, that is very much that nod to that Elizabethan era. Excuse me, I don't know why I keep saying era. It's a nod to that Elizabethan era, and a lot of people are embracing that. So I don't mind looking at it. I'm just not one that's going to adopt that in my everyday life. All right, I am going to put on Elson 3 on the lips. It is close to Valentine's Day, so we definitely want to emphasize those red lips. And I tell you, no one does it better than Pat McGrath. These matte trans lipsticks, especially in her Elson line, I have them all. I have Elson, Elson 2, Elson 3, Elson 4, and Elson 5, which is a liquid lipstick. I love them. I love them. But I think if I want to say what my faves are Elson and Elson 2. Those are my absolute faves. This is Elson 2, which is more like I want to say tomato red versus a traditional red. It gives you kind of a nice mix there. So this is more or less the finished look, babes. So as you can see, it's still giving you glow, but it's giving you a wearable glow. It's giving you a natural glow. It's giving you a glow like, I've had a good time, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. And my skin is just glowing, It's just, giving you that sun-kissed, healthy, glowy look, glass skin. Now you can add more to this look by adding more balm. I'm just going to add now the highlighter side of this just to the upper part of my cheekbone to just give me a nice little hint of glow. Let's go over to the other side, same thing. Not a lot, just a little dab. And then what's left over on my fingers, I just slide it down the bridge of my nose a little bit and on the Cupid's bow just a little bit. That's it. That's it. This whole look from me on Friday from start to finish took about 15 minutes to do. Like I said, I started out on Friday with this look doing all of the base work first. So I put on my cheek product, which was a stick. Then I used a stick bronzer. And then I went in, once I blended those out, then I went in with the balm side of Pat McGrath's stick, used that all over the face. And then I went in and punched it in with my foundation, any concealer, and then the rest of the face. I used no powder except for right here, which is what I did today, using Pat McGrath's under eye powder. And that is it. I didn't even spray this look because I wanted it to remain just like this, just with that hint of glow all over the face. And like I said, you can use any product you want. It just so happens because this is Pat McGrath Mondays, I wanted to use Pat McGrath, but you can use this with anything that you have that gives you that kind of highlight glow without adding any color to your face. So you want the glow of it, but you don't want any color with it, which is why I suggest you not use a highlighter that has color in it if you're going to use a product with that glow-ish look to it. I would use something that's clear. And I believe e.l.f. has a clear version that you can use. And I'm sure drugstore brands also have a clear highlighting stick that you can utilize. So that is it, babes. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to share this out with your friends and your loved ones. Let them know Brown Girl Bella is here to bring you some luxury beauty news and product reviews. If you can, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel out a lot. And if you're not yet subscribed, please consider doing so as well. Until next time, babes, you have now been Bellafied. Thanks for watching.